So I'm gonna step over. Does everybody see that? Now there's different ways to do this. This is just the way I like to do it. It doesn't mean it's wrong. Like again, my son will always step over. I just feel like this leg is here. So see my near leg. I liked how Billy would coach near and far, because if you start saying left and right, it'll mess everybody up if they're on the other side. This is my near arm, this is my near leg. It is near him. This is my far arm, this is my far leg. It can go further away from him, right? So my near leg steps up, and then my far leg wraps around, and I get his foot right here. I need to be touching him. Blanket ride, right? Huge. Everybody I've ever trained with, Billy Robinson, Mark Hammaker, Dick Cardinal, you name it. Blanket ride. If you took a blanket and just threw it on Corey, it's gonna be on most of his body, right? A blanket will settle on him. Now, I'm gonna rise up on my hand, and I'm gonna get his foot. And I am just gonna roll and land right in my truck. And then from there, I could banana split, I could crotch rip, I could hit a calf slicer, I could hit a vaporizer, I could switch back, I could pin him. If I don't like any of that, I'll just kick, take his back, and choke him out. So it's a system, right? If I just were to teach you one move and it doesn't work, you're screwed. Knowing how to do it, I could flow. He stops one move, I go to two. And then guess what? I can go from his back to truck, back to twister, back to whatever. And because I've known so many different moves, you may hear me call a move 10 different things. I'm sorry, I apologize. That's my fault. But I got him here, right? I have his leg. I rise up, and I'm grandmaing him, right? Does everybody know what grandma is? So I'm grandmaing him with my knee. The same way you grandma with your elbow, I grandma with my knee. My knee is in his knee. This foot just comes over and catches his foot. Don't be one of those guys that says, but what if I do this? You'll blow your knee. They'll get hurt, right? I need to get up, though. So I'm not just going to launch myself up like when I was in my 40s. I am going to need to rise up. So as this hand comes up, I rise along my hand and get his foot. Now, if you're not very good at rolling, you don't have to roll. I see Jake and Blake right there. Jake and Blake. Why don't we just combine their names and call them Blake? So I take my hand and I say hi to them. That helps me roll through, and here I am. I want to be here. What did Wade say? Sit up, Corey. You don't want to be pinned, right? Sit up. Can he tap in a wrestling match? Hell no. The only way he can get out of this is to put his shoulders on the mat and have me say stop, right? If I get him here. Do not lock here. I hate that. I got to pull so hard to hurt him. I'm going to go up to his head, hold it like a football, and make his ear disappear, like Wade said right there. See that? He didn't like that. You always see this in videos and pictures. Don't do that. Tap, you little bastard. So I come up, I'm going to gently hold it and just make his ear touch his shoulder. So from there, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to skip the banana split, roll right under, and get to my calf slicer. When is this from? There's catch wrestling videos of this from the 1800s. Not the 1900s, 1800s, of like Strangler doing this, right? Couple ways to finish this. I could pull down, I could push with this leg, or I could do both. If I really want to be a dick, I'm going to heel hook up at the same time. So you got a great 1-2 punch, right? If you miss and go under, I'm going to 411. If I miss and go over, I'm going to side ride or Jacob's ride or truck. So you want to see that again? One more time. Scrambler. I need to pin this little bastard. So if I try this and I'm not wrestling with him, go ahead. Get away, Corey. He's going to start getting, maybe in the wrist. It's okay. I need to pin him before I do anything, right? I can't have him squirming away from me. So I need those 2 inches of my ribs holding him down. Now get away. Nope, this came right where I wanted it. And I got it. And I roll. I decided I would go for this right now, right? 1, stretch him out. 2, 3, 4. Flows, just keep flowing. Works a lot better if you're high, but it still works if you're not. I didn't say that, cut that part. Think we got it? Let's go, 1, 2, 3.
As big as America is, it is our primary market.
Yeah.
But then we're not excluding
Anybody.
England, Japan, Brazil, anybody.
Absolutely.
Grappling is like what it is, and we speak fucking English.
Yes. I got to make a decision. I want my left leg to be between his leg. That's my left. I'm going to roll over my left shoulder. That's my left. I'm going to reach in between my legs with my left arm, left, left, left. And I'm just going to go. I could land in like a backside 50-50. Oh my gosh, I'm in my 411 again. And I'm going to come back. Everybody bring it in close. This is about the only way I do heel hooks. Just roll out of the heel hook, okay? If I get this in really tight and I rip it, even if I have a good retainer, we're in it rolling. And if he keeps going, how many people have seen this, right? Where they roll all the way out. Come back. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not just going to heel hook him on the other side. It's going to be an illusion though. So as I got him in here, I'm going to grab him with my cross hand and my cross heel. So now the way I got it, I'm not going this way anymore. I'm going that way. So you got to be careful because just roll slow, okay? He's rolling into it now. Does everybody see what I mean? He rolled into it. So, especially when people just remotely practice. I love what Billy said. If you'd ask Billy, how do you get out of this leg lock or triangle choke? He'd be like, don't fucking get in it. You've already made too many mistakes, right? So once I'm here, I'm not going this way anymore. I'm going that way. See my body starting to go? He tapped already. But now, see if he rolls, he's blowing his knee out because my force is going that way. So I always cross heel pull. Always, always, always. Always a cross heel pull. Everybody got that? It's the same way I come in here. Like, if you use that theory, you could come in, right, and you can get it. You could actually heel hook the arm.
Yep.
And instead of breaking his arm, you'll twist it and tear everything with the same grip, right? So you have a choice, right? So I kind of thought, well, what did Wade say? Instead of practicing 100 on this side and 100 on that side and practicing 100 on my shitty side, I have a choice. So I like to roll over this side. I'm gonna get my left leg in the middle. I'm gonna roll. Once I get there, I roll over and I got him. If I catch him, I could knee bar, technically a heel hook, right? I could switch to it, really knee bar him, switch back to my 411 because I like it, and go back. Texas Cloverleaf, Billy Robinson, Clark Kent, Superman that hoe, sit back, and then boom. So notice, how did we get to 411? I'm getting to 411 all these ways. I want to get to 411. Does everybody know why we call it 411? Say it. See, my leg is in a 4, his leg is in an 11. I know there's Japanese names for it and other names. Jake and I were just talking, let's try and keep the language simple. Looks like a 411 to me. Left, left, left. Unless you want to do right, right, right. Anybody want to see that again? If he's too big and I get it, I'll pull a big guy out here. If I put it on my forearm, it's forearm, fist, face, right? And then to finish this, I usually will say, you love half guard, get me in half guard. And when he does, I slide my foot over and just sit. And I got it. Come on out. You're bigger than Corey. Yeah. You know the bad neck, do you?
No.
Okay, good. So, as I get this locked in, first I'll see, can I finish with my arms? No, maybe I could, yeah, right? But then my knee gets up. I could probably finish there. Now I roll him, but I don't let him get away, and I feed this through. He's a little bigger than Corey. I go to my forearm, I make a fist, I sprawl, collect his leg, and sit.
Nice.
Thank you. So bicep, his back. Forearm, fist, face. There was one scientific wrestling camp for lunch for 2 days. This one move, I worked with Billy for an hour, right? So I probably did it 200, 300, 400, 500 times in a weekend. Got really good at it. Just this, no variations. Just the Nelson, the turnover to forearm, fist, face, or bicep back. This is probably my best submission. Somebody want to see it again? So I'm here, but I'm not stepping back and finishing, right? I'm hitting it without stepping over his back. It's the same thing.
You guys notice he doesn't cede the high ground at all? He's still using gravity because he's thinking like a wrestler, applying these other concepts.
Absolutely. So once I get this in, I get to a point to where Okay, you tap. But say you didn't tap, that's where this goes down, and I don't want to even roll you. I'm just going to keep squeezing, and you're going to go over. You feel that? And then the important thing is here, I'm going to pull this arm through. Lock it up, hook your leg, and sit out.